Hey guys, how's it going? Kulprit here, and this is a really weird video for me. I always talk off the cuff. I don't do anything scripted. At the best, if I'm doing something very topical, very detailed, I might do some bullet points just to make sure I don't miss anything. But this one's gonna clearly be just off the top of my head, and not just my head. Probably a little bit emotional, a little bit. I've tried and been thinking about this video for a while now, months now actually. The send-off, the so long, the farewell to Battlefield 3. And I'm overwhelmed with, some sadness. I won't pretend. It's kind of like your high school graduation for those of us that have gone through it. You're excited for everything that's to come. You're looking forward, and in this case, Battlefield 4 and games beyond. But you're kind of sad because it's never going to be the same. It's this little community we have, these people I know, the guys I squad up with, this game that I know so well and know how to make work. It's not going to be the same. And, for better or for worse in the future, it's just not going to be the same. It's not going to have that same feel. And that's always bittersweet. That's always sad and exciting. And that's very much how I feel right now, sitting here on the eve of the Battlefield 4 beta, as all of our eyes and attention are now going to turn to Battlefield 4. And we're going to say so long to Battlefield 3. Now, I think most people that, whether you loved or hated Battlefield 3, I don't think most of your vitriol and your disdain was really for Battlefield 3, the game. I think it was for the developers. And I think if you separate the two, I think everybody that's played, Battlefield 3 for any good quality amount of time has a fondness for the game. It's a great game. For me, I think it's safe to say at this point it's the best game of my gaming history, my lifetime. That sounds weird. For a lot of reasons for me, and I'm going to get into that, and I'm going to talk about towards the end. This might be a long video. If you're interested, stick around. Those that might maybe know me on a personal level probably more interested than you guys that may have just casually come here from Pixel Enemy or something. I'm going to talk why I'm excited for Battlefield 4 and how it connects to Battlefield 3. But right now, I'm going to talk about Battlefield 3 and how it's affected me. It's affected me on two very big levels. Obviously, my gaming side and on a personal side. And gaming for me. When I started Battlefield 3, I didn't know anybody. I knew no one. I was on Xbox. I was playing with my cousin, my best friend, and a good buddy who's now turned a good buddy, but who I didn't really know at the time. We had our little squad, and we played a little Bad Company 2, had good times, some beers, and played, and it was very casual. But it was fun, and we played, and obviously Battlefield 3 blew our minds. That first trailer, I remember it, and so pumped. And we played really hard in the beginning. And, obviously, as has turned out, my attention span for Battlefield 3, largely enhanced through YouTube, has been much longer than theirs. And they started to dawdle out and kind of dwindle out. So for a while there, I played very much alone on Xbox. I didn't know anybody on Xbox. And as you know, it's a very different game, Battlefield 3 is, by yourself as opposed to with other people. And that's kind of where I started turning to YouTube, and I started watching YouTube videos and just kind of getting that community experience feeling, I guess. And that's where I was really sparked the interest for myself to do YouTube, and where I kind of got the bug and lit the fire, whatever the kind of saying you want to use. And so that's where I started kind of the gears turning. Like, I might want to do this. I've always kind of wanted to get into video editing and that production and stuff like that. And I always felt like doing this would be really good for me as kind of just a grown-up, public speaking, confidence, that kind of things. These are skills that are great to have no matter what profession you might head into. And it's just fun. Like, I talk about these things. I think about these things all the time. I think about games and strategies and tactics. I drive my friends nuts. I drive my poor wife nuts. So this would be a good outlet. And so that's what I did. I started going down that course, and I've spoken about how I came about getting my PC and things, and that's what I did. And I knew literally nobody. I hadn't had PC gamed in a long time. And I started this YouTube adventure, and I didn't expect much. As I've said before to you guys, my contract with myself, so to speak, was that I was going to do this for 1 year. Fail or not, I was not allowing myself to quit for 1 year because I was making pretty significant investment, monetarily and time-wise into doing YouTube. So I didn't want to, 2 months, 3 months out, I have 12 subscribers, quit. I wasn't letting myself do that. So I had a 1 year time frame. And, obviously, looking back, things went great. I kind of got really quick momentum. I still don't really know why. I look back now, and those videos are terrible. But apparently some of you guys, something attracted you guys in my videos, and you stuck around. You gave this schlub a shot, and I hope my quality's increased, in a nice arc from there. But, I've had a blast, and I hope you guys have gotten some enjoyment out of that. And, clearly this YouTube thing has enhanced my gaming. It's I don't know that I would have played Battlefield 3 as long as I did without the whole YouTube side, and it's a steroid for gaming for me. It causes me to think about things. It causes me to work my game more. And that's been great, and it's really going to be hard for me to pull YouTube out of Battlefield 3 and kind of move on to the next game. Now, it's easy because it's basically Battlefield 3.5, as everybody says, but it's still weird. It's still unusual to me because the two have been so, meshed together, integrated. It's the same thing to me. My YouTube career is my Battlefield 3 career. It's the same. So I'm kind of excited by that to see I'm hoping I gain some perspective when I pull the two apart. But, it's unusual. It's going to be weird. But hey, you got to do it. We have no choice. And I said I'm very excited to do it and move on as well. Now, let me talk a little bit about kind of personally, like, I think back, and like I said, I think I have some sadness both on moving on from the game that I love so much, and like I said, it's been the best game experience for me by far in my life, going all the way back, to I don't even know, Atari, ColecoVision, Mario Brothers, all the classics you think about. For me, Battlefield 3 will be a classic for a lot of reasons, and ones I just went into as far as starting my YouTube channel, and more specifically, not just like starting the YouTube channel, but what came of that. And I started to get kind of popular with YouTube. Not popular like big scale, but where I had regular guys who were commenting and posting and maybe hitting me up on Twitter and these things. So I said, you know what? I had a lot of guys that kind of wanted to play, and Battlelog sucks for that. So I said, let me start some platoons and we'll see what happens, and maybe this will kind of help people kind of meet me and we'll play together, right? Well, the platoons were probably the best thing I've done in the 2 years I've been doing YouTube, because through those platoons I've met so many great people. And we now have Company 008, and it's in my opinion blossomed. If I had to shut my YouTube channel tomorrow, I would still feel incredibly proud of the content I produce, but mostly of the the community that I've kind of started and now has gone on and taken a life of its own, because it's really a lot of great people, and I know a lot of great friendships have been forged in there. And I can't really tell you how excited that makes me for Battlefield 4, and I'm going to get to that towards the end of the video. But there's a third kind of angle to the whole thing where, some of you know, and some of you may be new. If you've stuck around in the video this long, I'll take the time to explain it. I am 35 years old. I have 2 kids. I have a wife. I have the whole 3 dogs, house, the whole 9 yard. My youngest son, who's now going to turn 2 in about 2 weeks. He was born on October 11th, so obviously, the beta for was kind of fell at the same time for Battlefield 3. There was a beta towards the end of September for 2 weeks, and then the end of October was the launch. So my youngest son, was kind of born right in between the beta and the launch, and it just slotted right in there. So for beta, I played the heck of it. I don't remember exactly. I probably missed a couple days at the end of the beta because we had the baby. A great moment. Anybody who has kids obviously knows that, and I adore the little kid now. He's a mini me, and so to think back on the nights, there was so many nights in the beginning, the 4 buddies or the 3 buddies I was talking about squatted up on Xbox here in my game room. And if you guys haven't seen, I've done, a setup video. You can see the room, and I think I even mentioned about where my son was. My son had acid reflux when he was younger, when he was a baby, so he couldn't sleep in a crib, he couldn't sleep flat, he had to sleep in a swing, and he woke up all the time. So I literally, we had the 24 hours, somebody kind of had to be at least ready to wake up, And so my job at the time was, I was working. Obviously, my wife was home on maternity, so she had him kind of through the week, and I had to get up and go to work. So then on Friday night, Saturday night, that was me. I had to handle him so she could kind of get some sleep and catch up, so she could survive the week. So I get home from work on Friday, and he would go to bed, and we'd put my oldest to bed, and it was me and him, and he would be laying in his swing sleeping, and I'd be sitting in my chair on my Xbox playing Battlefield 3 with my buddies. And every hour or two he would kind of wake up and be hungry, or he'd feel a little sick or something, and I have to be, hey guys, be right back, I'm staying in the party, but I'm gonna get off the server. And I have to, they would continue playing on, and I would kind of disappear for a half hour or 45 minutes, what have you. Hopefully not that long, I got pretty good at it towards the end, but that went on for weeks for me, and it's hard to bond with a little, 2-week-old baby, 2-month-old baby. But to me, I think of that, and I think of that time we spent and playing this game, and I was having a blast. I love this game from the beginning, and then obviously having my youngest son right there, who obviously I love dearly, and those memories are very kind of, like I said, that's where kind of the emotions come from me. It's like, not only am I leaving Battlefield 3 in the 2 years I've played it, but man, I'm like, wow, that means he's almost 2 too, and it's, God, time flies, but yet it feels like so long ago at the same time. It's pretty remarkable, and that's why I said, like, Battlefield 3 and YouTube and all that is so interwoven into just a really good personal time for me, and it really fond memories, and it kind of is a gray area. It kind of goes across all kinds of lines between, now the people I know I consider actual real friends, not just kind of squad members and things, and you know, now here I am, and I might as well segue into it. I'm anticipating Battlefield 4, and I think it's just about all the incredible guys that, and maybe ladies that I don't know, that I have now to play Battlefield 4 with, and that is what I am incredibly excited about. When I think about the game modes that are available to us now, my first thought isn't, man, oh yeah, we're gonna get Alpha Squad or A Squad. I'm sorry, yeah, no, it's like, man, I can't wait to go and get some diffuse 5v5 diffuse with the 008 guys, and I'm gonna just jump in a spectate mode. I'm gonna stream it, I'm gonna shoutcast and make fun of people and hype people up, and we're gonna have a blast. And like, that's what gaming is about for me, especially, you know, now. I went from knowing nobody, you know, having a couple buddies, real life buddies, playing Xbox, Battlefield 3, and then on the PC where I literally knew no one, and to now be, you know, less than 2 years away, moving into Battlefield 4 with more people than I have time to play with. And that's probably my biggest problem, is I don't have time to play with everybody. And the more people I meet, it's really kind of amazing. You know, you have kind of, I feel like good people attract good people, and as we got this core group of people, now it's just like, we get a bad apple here or there, but they kind of filter right through. But man, just people stick, and they're great people from all over the world, and it's the good of gaming, in my opinion, and it really is, and it's something that I mean, I cherish to this day. I mean, I think it was Slinky that said it, and correct me if I'm wrong, but it doesn't matter who said it, really. He's like, it's, you know, the company 008's amazing right now, and all the people in it. He's like, because if I knew these guys then, even having never met them physically, there's quite a few guys that would have gotten an invitation to my wedding. And it's really, it's kind of crazy. You kind of roll your eyes at it, but then you think about it, and absolutely, it might have been awkward, it might have been bizarre, but there are friendships now that are at that level, and that's amazing to me. That this little platoon that I started from my dinky little YouTube channel has now fostered friendships to that level, and that's remarkable to me. It's something, like I said, I'm incredibly proud of, and it is easily the biggest factor that I look forward to in Battlefield 4. Is fostering these friendships, building them more, making new ones, because I do expect more popularity for Battlefield 4, more people coming around, and you know, we're gonna have to filter out more kind of deadwood, but we're gonna meet more incredible people. And that's really, to me, what gaming and online gaming is about. Even though, you know, first-person shooters get all the bad press as a cesspool and all this stuff, I've really met nothing but incredible people, and I look forward to meeting a lot more. So there you go, guys. There's a little bit of a look back. Here's my kind of saying farewell, a little bit of closing the book without having a 40-minute commentary to you guys, because I really could talk about this for a long time. There's a lot of feels and a lot of emotions attached to this game and this time in my life. And it's been truly remarkable. It's been very rewarding, and I thank all of you guys. You guys know, you know, if I'm talking to you or not. And you know, it's just it's bittersweet closing that chapter, but it's incredibly exciting to be starting another one. And I'm really looking forward to it. And if you guys, you know, kind of have been a little shy and you're hesitant to kind of step up and get to know me or any of the other guys, please don't. You'll never regret it. We have the forums, Company 008. It's a great place. We moderate the heck out of you. You're not going to get anything bad over there. The Skype channel, same deal. Yeah, give it a shot. You never know. You might make some lifetime friends, or at least some really awesome gaming buddies. You never know until you give it a shot. And I'm so glad that I did, because that's in essence what I did, starting the platoons and putting myself out there on YouTube. And I just can't imagine. I definitely can't imagine gaming without YouTube and Company 008 now. And I don't stop there. I would almost say I almost can't imagine my life without that. And it's pretty remarkable in only 2 years' time that's what's happened there. And it's pretty cool. And I look forward to seeing what happens in the future. So I've kind of rambled on enough. Like I said, that was off the top. You know, just how I feel, trying to relay that to you guys. Some of you guys that have been around a while, maybe those of you that even have it, I'd really appreciate it in the comments. Tell me what you guys think. Well, looking back on 2 years, Battlefield 3, and those of you in Company 008, give me some of your best memories, some of your best thoughts, kind of what it means to you. It would be really kind of cool to see that. So otherwise, guys, this is going to publish on Monday. Beta opens tomorrow. I know you guys are all as excited as I am, so let's go have some fun, enjoy the game, and just, you know, kind of enjoy what gaming has to offer, because it's really pretty incredible what's coming down with the next-gen consoles and things, and it's going to be a remarkable time for everybody, and I am very much looking forward to it. So farewell, Battlefield 3. It's been a blast. Truly some memories I'll cherish for a long time, both personally and in gaming. But bring on Battlefield 4. I'm ready. Thanks a lot for watching, guys. I do appreciate it in every video and all the support you've shown me up to this point. I mean that. I know everybody says that, but I truly mean that, and I try to show it. But looking forward to times ahead. Thanks for watching, guys. Take care.